this. Hello, everyone. Welcome to this podcast. And I have with me influencer Creatrix in front of me, Alex. Do you want to say hi, present yourself, and kick this podcast with all your beautiful power?
Thank you, Rita. So I'm so excited to be here with you, with your audience. My name is Alex Vilo, founder of Breathing Heart, and I'm a leading shamanic priestess of wealth and well-being. And we're going to leave it here for now.
Oh, it's good enough. I have like thousands of questions. So exactly what do you share, coach, teach? What is your, like you said, so many different things. So guide me, what do you have in your hands now?
What do I have? So I'm always, like you said, a creatrix. So always evolving, always changing my portfolio of tools. But really, I like to combine my past, which is financial expertise. I was on a trading floor. I studied economics and finance with, let's call it, a more mystical approach. So when you combine this together, wealth, creating abundance, creating income, it's one of the things that I help clients with, and well-being, because you can be a millionaire, billionaire, and be stressed like hell, don't sleep, always worried, no time for your family, no time for yourself. That's not what I work with clients. It's how do you dream your best life, your best business in a way that it's through the path of least resistance. And specifically, I work with people that maybe are in a, like I said, 9 to 5. It's more like a 7 o'clock from, midnight type of job, very stressful. And yet they want to work for themselves. They say, you know what, I had enough of that 9 to 5 job. I want to create my own business. I want to share my own message. And these people offer what I call betterment to the world. So it's not just showing up and having a business because they've got nothing else to do. Is they want to make an impact for the betterment of the world. So how do they do this without saying, oh my God, I'm going to leave my paycheck, which is normally quite substantial at the end of the month, and create your own business, and you don't know what's coming, right? You don't know how to do it. You might be scared, the security, the pension, there's so much happening. And so I'm there to support these people.
Oh, nice.
Primarily.
It's really interesting. I'm going to leave an invitation to you already to run a masterclass. So I work with women in special, Creatrix, women who are successful already, and they just want to explode and have more people listen to them. And normally all the Creatrix and women with the gift as you have, it's kind of social media gets on the way because we have a specific mindset for social media. And many times the values that we initially give to social media go against what we teach. So I'm very interested in invite you for a masterclass for my students, because one of the things that I work obsessively is about money beliefs. And I found out then in the last 4 years, I have been, not that I became a millionaire, but it depends on what country you are, because being a millionaire can be easy depending on where you are. But it is then I don't struggle with anxiety with money. I know more is coming. I always know that it's on the way. I know I will make it, and that process is something that I want to share how I changed for me. So I found that you are the perfect fit to give a masterclass to my people, to my money magnets. Then we'll be very soon, and we will be talking about that. I want to ask you, I think I found, so because I teach social media, the practical parts, but I teach as well the energetic, the tapping, the inspirational, the meditation, and I put all that together. Do you feel then is a moment that is going on now that we women are more aware, then we should embrace this energy and this love than we have for spirituality, and this capacity than we have for spirituality to mix this, then is allowed in, like, because before people used to say, oh, that is too, are you a witch or something, right? How was for you that integration?
This is such an interesting question. And really, the answer is not either or in this sense, because just, we had an equinox. I don't know when this episode is airing, but the equinox, especially the Aries equinox.
I have a pyramid in front. I live in Mexico. I have a pyramid in front of me, then just specific on that in the equinox. I was born on the solstice. I'm 21/12. So
wow.
yeah. So the equinox was literally in front of me.
Wow.
And yeah, it's a
so I was curious. I thought, I talked about it on social media. I said, if you've done no self-development work, if you've done nothing at all on the equinox, please, please, please know that if you put in the work, you're gonna transform your life forever. And I'm thinking, if I was receiving those messages, whether I believed in it or not, surely I would do something, right? Because if that one day of the year can bring transformation forever, again, why do I stress myself out days after days after days after days to achieve success? So I posted some questions in women group, in mixed groups, and I said, how many of you grow their business or spiritual practice according to the equinox, the seasons, the cosmic, I call it the cosmic seasons? And I was shocked because many said no. And this is what I call art-centered entrepreneurs, women that really, again, want the betterment of the world. And yet they don't make that connection of somebody comes and say, hey, this is the one day of the year. They don't even inquire about, oh, hold on, I never heard of it. Let me think about it. So, and I'm sorry I have to say that, but I work with men and women. And the men that I work with, they're on CEO levels, they're on corporates, and they're not calling themselves spiritual. And yet they say, I don't know what you do, but I trust you. I'm going to follow your guidance. And they go deep into the practices without calling it, naming it. And the women, they just say, no, not using it.
It's so interesting because it's very interesting, two things. One, I did a big shift on all my business on the last 3 days. So I did not realize I was doing, and it was like the decision was in the full moon. And like I'm downloading and I decide to embrace that superpowers or that capacity of getting downloads of information. I grew up in Africa, so I'm very open, but I hide myself and I was scared of my power. And I was like, I think we women, in special on the Occidental world, we find that we need to compete with the men, and we totally disconnect from our feminine power in our feminine conscience, what naturally will be drawn by the full moon and will be on the cycles and will be all of that. But I found out then was necessary for me to move from Europe to Mexico to be back inside of my soul with all that power. Then I'm just scratching the part. I know I have much more. Do you think then we need to embrace that female energy, creative energy, so we can live a more happy life?
So I told you about one reaction. Of course, there were women that were saying, yes, I'm doing it. It was a minority. I could count them, with my hands. I really do think, I grew up in Africa like you. So, the jujus, the drums, the shamans, of course, everything it's there. And the medicine woman, the medicine, it's all there. It makes life easier. It makes life easier. Like I said, these energies, and I was talking about it today, if you believe we're part of a bigger picture, which many people now say yes, right? In mindfulness, Thich Nhat Hanh and the Dalai Lama, the Buddhists, they all agree now we're part of a bigger one. We're all connected. Most people now say yes. So if we're all connected, it makes logic sense. So this is not witchy stuff, this is not woo-woo. The universe is connected to you, the planets is connected to you, the cycles are connected to you. So why wouldn't you grow your business, live your life following that cycle? Because we're not changing that cycles, right? No. Spring, summer, autumn, winter, we can jump in our heads. We're not going to change that. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, We can change in our heads. It's difficult to change. We could, but time is evolving in its own way. So why would you, when you're creating something or when you are doing a sales call, why would you forget that the full moon is going to show you things? Why would you forget that when the moon is dark, it's not a time to go and just shout? It makes life a lot harder.
Okay,
right?
okay. I want to learn with you now. Okay. I feel that you are just give me clues of things that I never did really think about on that way. So we should birth projects during the full moon. Is that what you mean? Or would the new moon? When should we go? Okay,
yes. So again, this is up for debate, right? So people say new moon, new moon, new moon. Let's just go there.
Okay.
The new moon is when you don't see the moon. The moon and the sun are, you don't see it. So technically, it's a time for going inwards. It's a time for really reflecting. It's a time, it's dark and
that is my feeling. That is my
feeling. There's not a time to go planting seeds and everything's fine and right. So the slight difference is when you start to see the moon in the sky, which is always a day, 2 days later, that is when you want to start really, if you want maximum benefits. Of course, like everything else, when you set an intention and an attention and you do your ritual, you can do everything. But again, why make it harder for yourself? If I'm waiting a day and then it's going to be easier for me. Or when the full moon, again, yes, this is the time to go live and this is the time to share and this is the time where people are not sleeping. So if you're not sleeping because there's a full moon and you might not know, I remember at the beginning, I was thinking, why am I not sleeping? And then I would look, the moon is not, it took me a few years before I made that connection when I was 16.
I have been waking every day at 4 a.m. and it's a full moon and I'm on this energy of creation, then I understand. But if I did not understand, I could be mad with myself. What the hell are you waking up every day at 4? Go and sleep.
So, it's a full moon and you may as well say, I'm not sleeping tonight. I may as well sit and download those, messages or create that course. And who says you have to do it between 5 o'clock, or 8 o'clock in the morning? No, full moon, you wake up at 4, use it. But like you said, if you don't know it and you're frustrated and you think I should be sleeping, right? And it's the same for women when you're on your moon time. It's exactly the same, right? So you follow your cycle. So when you are on moon time, again, you want to stay in and you don't want to really share the world. And when you are, in that creation, in that fertile period, then you turn things up. So definitely work with feminine energy. And that works with men as well. If they want to create, tap into your feminine cycles, tap into when you want to receive clients, tap into that feminine energy of, okay, now, I've made my presentation, now I want to receive and just lay back. And again, one thing that people haven't talked much about the equinox is the perfect time for rebalancing, right? So the feminine, the masculine come together, the receiving and the giving comes together, and the doing and the being comes together. So, just knowing that, your business becomes easier, life becomes easier, your relationship becomes easier. And
it's so funny because I had like a combination of factors. So I was on my periods, the full moon was out, was the equinox, and I was waking up at 4, and I have like today. And for the first time in my life, instead of getting upset with myself, I just embraced this energy. And I totally reshape 180 degrees all my business. And I took a decision. It is so beautiful that you are in front of me, because I took a decision of specific focus, 90% of my work in Women as You, Creatrix. And I was getting these people saying, but I don't even know what is a Creatrix. That sounds weird. Why you want to focus on that type of women? And because I understand them. We are sisters. We bond. I can just amplify what they do. And now that you are telling me this, like it's like the coins are all falling Every morning I do my business meditations and I walk on nature and I see the sun comes up and I see the moon and I'm on this like balance on the middle and I feel that I'm on my journey. But I did not realize it was that combination until I start talking with you. So,
and that's why it's beautiful. But that's why I say again, when you live your life and you're, especially if you want to have a business, right? So like we're having this conversation, it's a lot easier when you have, I always say, you got to have the right mentors, the right coach, or whatever way you want to call them, right? So that when you have this conversation, it's a lot easier as opposed to having to figure it out yourself. And you're very open. But imagine if you're not really open to this messaging, and then you don't do it, and then you're wasting energy and time and opportunities and possibilities. So people need to know, and I think people need to find the right person to work with them.
That is very important. I don't work with everyone, and I believe you don't work with everyone.
No.
It's a disservice to them and to us to accept everyone because we want more money or whatever it is. Because on the long run, we will make depleters of our energy, because between client and between sisters working and co-creating, it's fundamental, then it flows. And some people, you don't have that. And it's not that they are bad people, it's just that factors, that energy don't flow. When did you start coaching?
When did I start coaching? Pretty soon, since I stopped my financial career, and then I had to reinvent myself. I don't know if you know, I lost my husband, and I had 2 young kids, and I thought, I don't want to go to corporate again, because yes, you know what's coming, yes, you got financial security, but at the same time you don't have the flexibility of 2 young kids at home, and I wanted to be with my kids. And so I really had to reinvent. And it didn't come from me. I wasn't so highly spiritual at the time, but I was always in touch with my angels. And I just said, what do I do? I know I don't want to do that. So I was clear. I said, I know I don't want to do that.
Knowing what you don't want to do is a good place.
And then I was like, well, what do I do? And I had no ideas about the psychic powers, the spiritual world. I never heard the word healing. I'm Italian, so English. I speak good English, but never in my life.
Your English is amazing for Italian standards, because I know how difficult sometimes it is, but it's amazing. I will not say that you are from Italy. I don't get your accent, so
thank you.
Yeah, okay. So, I'm from Portugal, so it's not so far away from each other.
Yeah, and your accent is not Portuguese either. I wouldn't say, but. So I never heard the word healing. And I thought, but
how do you say in Italian? Healing. How do you say healing in Italian?
Guaritrice, I think. But then guaritrice comes with all the it's not a good word. People don't want to, it's hold on. Can you pause it for a second?
Yes. Okay, no, so you start very early and you had no, did you felt different? When did you start embracing your capacities, your intuition?
It was very slowly. So I started with what helped me when I was really feeling low was meditation, which again, I never practiced before. And I thought, the only time I feel good in my life right now is when I'm meditating. And I thought, I'm going to become a meditation teacher. And like everything's aligned, I looked online and people would say, you can only train if you've done, I don't know, 100 hours in meditation before. You could only train. And it was no. But I was persistent until one day this ad pop up of a teacher that was round the corner from me. I could walk to this place, and it was coaching and meditation. And I thought, that's even better, because I remember all of a sudden that I think when I was 16 or I had to think about a career, I thought, I'd love coaching. And until then, I forgot that I said I would love to coach people. And then, so I started the traditional meditation, the traditional mindfulness, and the coaching was a bit traditional, you know. And then again, one day, this is a true story, but it's really, I live in a part of London that is very, it looks like a village. So it's out the main street. It's not that far, but it's a little village, like in a bubble.
Okay.
And here I see this huge billboard, huge, that said, become a practitioner, crystal healing, theta healing. You can be your own practitioner. What happened? I don't know. I knew nothing about theta healing. I like crystals, but you know, never haven't thought about working with crystals. And I thought, okay. And I'm just like that. I mean, when something happened is shown to me, I just go. So instead of Googling what is it, what is not, what is this class? Not only I just went, I signed basic course, advanced course, third level course. And I said to a friend, this is the first time I heard healing, theta healing. I said to a friend, I don't know what it is. This is where I'm going. If I'm not back by 8 o'clock tonight, come and get me.
Look and come and get me.
Because I have no idea what that is. No idea. And like I said, I went in that room, and after 5 minutes, everybody was talking about unicorns and angels. I thought, I'm in the right room. And then I asked the teacher, I said, how come you put a billboard in that area of London? Because it's such a weird place. You know, the course was happening in a central London hotel. And she said, you know what she said to me? I never put that billboard up. Look, I want to cry. That billboard was never put up by her.
Wow.
And I walked there on my way back and it wasn't there. And
I have goosebumps. I have goosebumps. Oh, Jesus.
And I said to people generally, so I don't say do what I do because I'm a bit extreme, and you know, I really trust myself. But I say if you hear it at least 3 times, or if you see something 3 times, I say I would really pay attention, and I would say, okay, this is for me. I gotta move on something.
I'm having here a thing because of your hair. 2 or 3 days ago, I was thinking about how I would like to. I used to have pink hair. I would like to see my hair as my future self. And I did want to have this kind of, like, I don't know exactly what you have, like shining on the hair, and like it looks like, it was exactly my vision of my hair. And now I'm looking to you because I had no idea how you call it and how you do it like that. I'm looking to you and I said, oh, fuck. This was what I was asking myself. So I need to ask Alex how she do this beautiful hair. But I'm listening to you, and I know we are meant to be on this call. And I get, that feeling, then you are on the flow. So I want to give you more questions so you can even serve more people with this conversation. So I want to bring the best on you, all of you. And I want you to tell me, when people reach out to you, what is the transformation then you can offer them, or is the most common thing they are seeking, what they are looking for?
So generally they say, I am stuck, I don't like where I am. And it's either because they're looking, so normally, again, let's diversify a bit. Men come to me because they're really stressed at work, they're in a corporate work they don't like, but they have some bills because they've got families, they've got their responsibility, and they say, I cannot quit my job because I need to pay the bills, but I don't sleep at night because it's too much responsibility, I'm not enjoying, the CEO is, all of these things. So with them, the journey normally starts with, how can we make you more relaxed, more secure in your job? And when I say secure, it's boundaries, right? Because when you're stressed, it's because you think you have to say yes to everybody now and then. You cannot take days off. You just have to, just thinking about it really makes me wait. So the more they are seeing themselves as okay, this is what I offer, and this is what I can do, and this is where my no's are. And this is also towards the family, right? Because you need to teach your family, eventually it's okay to leave this job I don't like because I want to do something for me, but I cannot do it on their own. So the transformation is, and I've seen it every time, right? They start in the job, we work together, they get really comfortable. Finally, they're like, yes, I'm not stressed, I can sleep, and I know what I want to do next. And then they start their own business, right? Or they move career because they say, oh, I feel really good right now, I can move. And with women, it's more of either they just left their job, and again, it's like, oh my God, there's no paycheck coming, and I'm not sure what to, I want to grow my business. But we have to take a step back generally and say, okay, you know, what is your business? What are you comfortable at? What is your gift? What is your talents? What have you trained in? I'm not one that's going to say, go and do whatever if you don't have a certification, if you don't have integrity, if you don't, you know. So again, it's finding how to grow your business, but integrity, clarity, confidence, and ultimately making money. This is what it is. But not like I said with, oh, I cannot do it, I'm not sure, oh, I need to charge 50 pounds a sessions, or no, none of these things. You know, how can you show up, be you, magnetize the clients you want, feel good about yourself, have time for your family, have time for self-care, have boundaries, and have confidence. So it's a whole level of exploration, and I say it's revealing the mystery of me, the mystery, who are you? And when you know who you are, it's a lot easier to share that message and to share your skills and to make money from it.
I believe so. Oh my God. Okay. But when, imagine that I arrive to you and I say something like, I want to unlock my magic, my abilities, my capacities. I want to be conscious of what can I do with what I feel I have inside of me, a mystic side of myself. What is you have a specific program then you put people in, or you work one-to-ones? What is your process?
So it depends. Sometimes I do groups, and it's more teaching related. So again, the teachings are more, what are the practices to support yourself, and I say become limitless, right? Because we have all these ideas, I can do this but I cannot do this, like you said, the superpowers, and how do you manage the superpowers and all of that. When it's to grow your business, and like you say, I want to unlock my magic, I want, ultimately is generally because you want to grow a business, whether you have it already, or you want to establish it, or you want to scale. You know, it's got to do with calling in clients and making money.
Yes.
And then it's, at the moment, it's one-to-one. I think soon is going to shift into groups only. We'll see. And it is, yes, there is a specific programs. I work with secret money archetypes. It's something very few people offer.
Secret money archetypes.
Sacred money archetypes.
What is that?
It's working with archetypes. So if you think about, let's say, the zodiac sign, right? And now the zodiac sign, and you say, we're in Aries season, I'm an Aries, therefore I'm more of these characteristics. In money, they've identified 8 archetypes. So we all have 8 archetypes, like your signs, and they place on where they're positioned, they're going to influence your money story. And again, these archetypes, I don't know if you're familiar with archetypes, or for people that are not familiar, I like to see them as beings or forces, you know, like the force of nature, the force of a tree. And you can tap into those forces again, or you cannot, but that influence is going to be there. So may as well know what they are, right? It's like your zodiac sign. You might believe in it or you might not believe it, but the planet is there.
How you find the archetype? You have like a questionnaire?
There is a questionnaire when we work together.
Okay.
And then you use it, because each archetype is going to have some traits, and we live in the world of polarity. So there's going to be the good traits that really support your growth, And that's going to be the challenging traits that
And
really
you need to keep an eye on.
you need to keep an eye on, right? So again, when you harmonize it, it's a lot easier to say, okay, I want to grow my business. This is my archetype. I'm going to give you, again, a very easy example that has worked for me. So one of my 3 archetypes is, well, romantic. My company is called Breeding Heart, right? So the heart is there, the romance is there. I'm a ruler. I'm not going to go too much into that, but it's really to create an empire for people to be really abundant and happy. So this is why I'm doing what I'm doing. And the 3rd archetype is the celebrity archetype. Now, before knowing the celebrity archetypes, for me, and my business is online, I have to say, right? So when you have an online business, what you have to do these days, you have to go live, you have to go on interviews like that. You have to be comfortable in front of a camera. I am the shyest person.
I will never say that you're a shyest person at all.
So for me, at the beginning, when I had to go live, I was like, oh my God. And I love to dress up. And I thought maybe this dress is too much, maybe too much glitter. So I used to waste a lot of energy, time, mental clutter by, I need to go live. The moment I found out the celebrity archetypes, I said, okay, I like to dress up because I'm a celebrity. Ching, I don't have to think about that. I'm going to freaking own it. And this is how I'm going to shop live.
High five, sister. I'm with you.
I like glitter in my hair. That's it. But what does celebrity do? They're in front of screen every day. Yes. I booked my TV show. So I've got my own TV show. But so I don't have to stand there 10 times, 100 times thinking, shall I do it? Shall I not do it? Oh my God. And also because I said, okay, if the celebrity is there, let me lean backwards. And now when you say, like you say, if I show up on camera, I'm not shy because it's like you turn that tap on and you say, now you work for me, at least when I'm, in this capacity. And it makes my life so much easier. And the same when I work with clients, I tend to call in other romantics, and it just makes it easier. We understand each other. We know what our values, we know what we're working on, we know. So it just changes your world.
I feel like, tell me some successful stories from your clients.
Oh, so many. So recently I had a client say to me, my life, it's better than my dreams. And that was the person, and that was the person that really came to me with all sorts of,
issues,
S at work and the S in the family and stress. And within 3 months, the thing was, my
amazing
life, it's better than my dream.
Oh my God, if I was working with you, that was like a part, like it's just a complementing perfection, make your life better than your dream should be, I don't know what is your motto, but should be your thing, because when we have the capacity of dream, I have this one for money. I didn't want to share it with you. Oh, look how beautiful.
Oh, beautiful.
I always have like a money altar with gold money, and it's a really important thing. 100% I'm going to work with you because you have to bring it to life more, that archetypes, and I'm super curious. But how do you feel? What is your relation with money? I'm curious to ask you.
So many people ask me that. So I did a lot of work on money because I love money. I love
money too, but right? I did not love money before. I adore money. I love money. I adore money, and money loves me now more than ever. But I did need to work deep, and I did need to find my belief. I knew it was my responsibility. So that is the first step. But then I did need to go deep and find what were the beliefs were holding me back. And some of the beliefs I did not even believe. I believe on that belief. Makes sense? So
Yes.
tell me your journey.
So my journey, and I guess maybe again we have some similarity, because growing up in Africa, what did we see? A lot of poverty, right? I mean,
Exactly.
you are exposed to it, I think, a lot more than if I was grown up in London. So as a little girl, I didn't realize, but I was taking all that guilt of, oh, even now when I talk about it, I still feel a bit like, you know, why am I privileged in a sense? And I see all this poverty and all this. So that was one thing. And another thing I didn't know is part of my family, again, quite poor, a lot of resentment towards rich people.
Oh
A lot of
yeah,
resentment.
that. But I found out I was convinced I had no resentment, and then I found out I had. Like
That's what I'm saying. Yeah,
I
I thought,
was, yeah.
yeah, I'm like you. I thought, okay, I did my belief work. I'm a spiritual teacher. Resentment? No, of
No,
course not. But
no.
then you dig, and you find out, oh, hang on, my auntie, my grandma, my grandmother, they all used to say horrible things about people with money.
Yeah.
So of course it's there, right? And I'm the same. I had to do a lot of digging and cleansing and clearing, and like you said, the belief you knew you had and the belief I didn't know I had, right? And there's always a money story, and that's the thing that I found out. It doesn't matter. You can start with, you know, $10 in your wallet or $10 billion in your wallet.
The money
There's always
story,
going to
yeah,
be a money story. There's always
always.
going to be one. And you
No,
cannot do it again. You cannot do that alone. I work with
no.
teachers, more than one. I still have teachers, you know, I've got all the books on money and abundance you can think of. I did my own oracle cards on abundance because I like to work with oracle cards, and I couldn't
I
find,
love to work with oracle cards. I need some for me, so maybe I will buy some from you. I
because
love it.
yeah, when it comes to abundance, I didn't find the deck that was working. I thought, no. So I thought, I'm gonna create my own
I'm going to
abundance deck.
create a deck. Is a beautiful thing. How did you create your deck?
Oh, again, it's I don't want to go into this now because
Okay.
it
No.
really it was
It's
it's
a
a
process.
process.
Okay. Let's forget. It's really interesting. Then we are opening because, for example, these projects then I have, it's like a 21 step. It's not about influence, but it's about money. On the sense, then I feel that money is my hobby. Learning about money is my hobby, and I want to bring that to the mix of the influence because I'm not a millionaire, but like I said to you, I work my beliefs and I'm always attracting people as you can give more tips. So basically the journey of the 21 days cash money magnet is finding things that can who work for you, saying, I love money each time you touch me money, whatever you pay, whatever you get excited with, get change. Like having us, it's such a beautiful and amazing thing. Then I want to tell me, what is the age group that you have more people working with you?
Anything between 30 and I would say the oldest person I work with, it's probably 60s, something like that. If
Interesting.
it's, I also do shamanic session when, you know, sometime, and that it's any age, because, you know, you could be 80 and still want to
When
give
you
to
say
yourself.
shamanic session, I guide me, tell me what is going on a shamanic session.
So I've got different tools, right? So the Sacred Money Archetypes is more of a coaching type of relationship with clients, but I do a lot of psychic healings on people and a lot of theta healing, which is a certain practice, and shamanic. What I love about shamanic healing is, you know, in coaching, oftentimes you have to ask questions and you ask the client, you take your clients through a journey. With shamanic sessions, it's a relationship between me and the guides, the power animals, the angels, whatever way you want to call them. And I ask for healing and informations. And that is done there and then. So
Wow.
again, I said to people, this is the time the Equinox books your shamanic packages. And the people who booked it, the way I do it remotely. So they don't even have to be on the phone. I do it. They might be sleeping, they might be at work, they might be jogging, but they receive the healing
It's
and
not,
the information.
it's not hard for them to understand how can you do that at a distance and do like you are totally trustful person, and yeah, I get that, but I believe then people have more it's more difficult for them to understand if the healing at a distance is going on to happen or not. What is your take on that?
So what really happened in that sense is COVID.
Yes.
Because before COVID, everybody wanted in person. Not everybody, but most people thought, okay, if I'm having it in person, it's going to be more powerful. I am going to pay more. If I have it remote, I'm going to pay less because it's not as powerful. Generally, that was the idea. But since COVID hit and people got used to do the Zoom calls, to do the gym via Zoom and the yoga via Zoom and everything via Zoom, then really nobody started to ask, I really want to see you in person. And again, luckily for me, I just decided way before COVID, I said, I'm not going to do any in-person type of clients work. It's only going to be online. And with the shamanic, I think he attracts a certain kind of, so either we meet on Zoom and it's a coaching session or a certain type of healing, but the shamanic, like I said, I do it not in front of a computer. I record myself and then I send you the healing, but the healing happens there and then. And if you're very, again, in tune, you're going to feel it. Like if you have, let's say, a sore throat, you're going to feel, oh, it's gone. I was doing it there and then. Some other people, they don't, they just don't realize, and then they receive the audio and then they said, oh, okay, yeah, I received the healing. But people that will sign up for that, they already kind of
they know
trustworthy, or they may say, I've tried everything else and it's not working, so I may as well try this, right? You've got those people as well that say, and the shamanic healing, it's very powerful because it's not guesswork. It's not asking you, what do you think? What do you feel? They're going to say to you, that relationship sucks. If you want to feel better, that relationship. Then it's up to you whether you want to leave it or not, right? But if you stay, don't come and ask me in a month's time again, why does it suck? Well, they tell you why. They tell you it wasn't good for you, right?
Yes. So, oh my God, I'm in love for what you do. Tell me where people can find you.
They can find me on social media. Yeah. They can find me on my website.
What they look for. What can you give the links? Then you will give to me and I will share. But
yes, I will give to you. But the easiest way is through my website, www.breathingheart.co.uk. And from there, it's very easy to find me.
Amazing. What is your dream for this year? What is your goal for 2022?
What is my goal for 2022? Well, some are personal. I'm not sharing.
Yes, okay.
I don't have to share my own life.
No, at all.
With the world. And well, I think we have a project in common where we met. Again, I'm not going to say it, but that's.
But I talk about them a lot. Okay, great. It's a pleasure. Let me offer you as a gift a game plan for your social media if you want to have like some insights and some ideas and some things. Then I would love to give you my ideas so you can go to the world and do it. It's a free thing. And send a message to people who are listening to this and maybe they think, oh, they are feeling they need to talk with you. Send them a message. Send them the sign they are looking for.
Yeah, I would say trust yourself and take actions, because we talk too much about meditating and going inside, but ultimately when you want your life to change, it's a combination of Yes, listening to your intuition. Sorry.
It's okay.
And listening to your intuition. Oh my God.
Don't worry, Alex. It's okay.
Can you stop it just a
Yes.
sec?
So listen to your intuition, you were saying?
Listen to your intuition and take actions. You got to make a choice. And I think it's important to remember, and I want everybody to hear, because you can apply to every area of your life. You want to make a choice. Is this good for me? Yes or no? If it's good, what do I need to do about it? If it's not good, what can I drop? And also remember that not making a choice is a choice.
Yes.
Not making a choice
is a choice. And not making a choice is a choice. Alex, thank you so much for this. Like, I have so many questions. I'm going to stop this and I'm going to drill you with personal questions because I'm excited. Guys, it was a pleasure to have you guys, ladies, princesses, queens, emperors, all the beautiful souls who are listening to this. My name is Rita Egidio. I had the beautiful, amazing Alex with me today. And I hope, I know, I feel that we will be on the future of each other. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Until the
Thank you for
next
listening.
one.